Hello, everyone. We are finally live today. And today, as you know, is Thursday, April 6th, and it's my weekly interview. As you know, I always have my awesome, inspiring guests, and I certainly have a wonderful guest for you today. But before I introduce you to my guest, let's take care of a few housekeeping tips. In the comments below, write down if you're joining us live, write hashtag live, or if it's the replay, hashtag replay. Tell us where you're from. We always love to know where you're from. As you know, I'm coming in from Mexico. This is where I lived. And my guest today is from the USA, and we will find out exactly where. Now, there's another important thing that I'd like for you, my guests who are joining us for this wonderful interview. If we would like to interact with you. In other words, we encourage you to ask questions during this interview, to make comments during this interview, but you have to click that strip that says StreamYard. Click on that because that will allow StreamYard to give you, you're actually given permission to use your name. Otherwise, you'll come across as Facebook user and we won't know with whom we're talking. Okay, let's go on to the next. Usually, I like to tell you what I have in common with my guests. We definitely have. Well, first of all, we met online, and I will repeat it over and over again. I meet the nicest people online. It's unbelievable my experience that I've had at 77 years old meeting people online. I never thought that could happen, but what the other thing that we have in common is that we have coaches that we have been following. Tony Robbins, for one thing, Dean Graziosi, and one in particular, Maya Comerota, who is a world class coach. Who has a lot of programs, and my guest and I met there. Also, we're both students of the KBB program. Now, KBB stands for Knowledge Business Blueprint. It was really in 2019 the state of the art program that was created by Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi for their new legacy, which was self education is the new norm. And what happened there is that particular program morphed into a new program, the next level program called Project Next. Okay. And so we're also both entrepreneurs, and we're members of the Launch Lab Academy. So without any further ado, here is my guest, Magda Sommer. Hi, Magda. How are you?
Hi, Lucy. Thank you for having me. This is such an honor to do it with you.
Thank you. Thank you. And I know that we have some people here. We have Barbara Loudman that is live. Hi, Barbara.
Super.
Doreen, who is coming in from Rhode Island, USA, live. Jessica Sandom, live from California. And then Mariah, who is from all the way from Alaska. So, welcome, all of you. Welcome. Magda and I are both happy that you are joining us today and supporting us. Tell me, Magda, where are you in the USA?
I am in Sunshine State of Florida, and it's unusually hot for this time of the year. It's hotter than ever.
Oh, really? And
Yes.
but how long have you lived in Florida? You weren't born in Florida for sure?
And now I am Polish, and I live in United States 20 years, which is will be this year will be 13 years when I live in Florida.
Oh, wow!
That
So
definitely from my home.
yeah, definitely, it's your home for sure. So we have Marcela Elizabeth Castellanos, who is also joining us from. She's saying hello to from Mexico. Hello, hello, Marcela. I know she's a friend of yours, and
Yes.
Barbara Lobman, who wants to tell us that she's from Alberta, Canada. So we have Canadians, we have USers, and we have Alaskans. So thank you all for joining us. We really do appreciate it. So, Magda, let's talk about you. You've been a coach for how long now? An entrepreneur for how long?
I am entrepreneur all my life, especially when I come to United States. I cannot say if I work for someone else more than 2 years in my life. I
Really?
don't think so. And health was always my passion. And joining KBB, actually I didn't know what I joined. But it's just,
Who did
oh,
in
I always
2019? I know. Who did?
I didn't know what it is. I just was attracted by money. And I always want to do something online, have the freedom to work from every place in the world.
Right.
It sounds easy until I
Right.
start doing that,
Yeah.
right? And so, and health and nutrition was my passion, like almost last 2 decades. And I think, this time of life, everyone should take care of their own health, because the Western medicine is failing us, especially if it comes to the chronic diseases.
So that brings me to another. I just want to put a comment here. Marcella said, "I met you at KBB, Magda."
Yeah.
So fond memories there. Thank you, Marcella. So tell me, you are, because I want to talk about your coaching. You're a board certified functional medical nutritional um, transformational coach. I can hardly say that. So many words.
Yes, I am health transformation coach, and I am board certificate functional medicine nutrition coach, which is too long. So I'm simple. I transform people health.
Okay, but I want to talk a little bit about that term, functional medicine, because when we think of medicine, we think of Western medicine, traditional kind of medicine. What do you mean by functional medicine? Can you expand a little bit on that? What that
Functional
means?
medicine is compared to Western medicine. Western medicine is masking the symptoms, doesn't look for the root causes. What cause are our
Right,
health alignments or our diseases? In functional medicine, we are looking what caused the disease. If
the
you,
root.
let's say, have fibromyalgia, we are looking and discovering what caused it.
Yeah,
And it's usually going down all the way, on not just to the genetics, not to our genetic predisposition,
yeah,
because to something happen to your gene, some needs to influence it and trigger
yeah,
and usually this is nutrition, this is our life choices, our mindset.
right,
Functional medicine doesn't focus only on the body, it's also focused on body, mind, and spirit, because we cannot treat just body,
right.
ignoring how we think and how we feel. All have a reaction and manifest in the illnesses in our
Yeah,
body.
and you don't really see that in traditional medicine. I mean, I, rem- I remember one time, and I'm aging myself now, but I remember one time when I went to the doctor and he said it was all in my head, and I had endometriosis. It was all in my head. They didn't even know the word then, but it was all in my head.
This is a good what you mentioned it, because I hear it so many times,
Yeah,
because there is the
yeah.
difference in lab blood work, the ranges in Western medicine and the functional medicine.
Oh, there is.
Functional lab work, the ranges like your simple, metabolic panel or something, those ranges are huge.
Okay.
And they are pathological, where if something out of range, you are sick. And
Hmm.
functional medicine ranges are much more narrow to keep you in the optimal level, that this functional level when your life is the best. So to give you the great analogy, you probably remember this old fashioned antennas, like you need to adjust to
Yeah.
get good. So we are function the same way. So either we are high definition or something, oh, it's better, oh, it's worse. So those are the functional ranges to keep you on optimal level.
Okay.
All the functional medicine to keep you on your best and
Okay.
support the body in the best way.
Okay, so this was a very integral part of you being a coach, because it sounds like you were always into nutrition, right?
Yes.
Where does that come from? I mean, I know that you were born in Poland, and I know that the Europeans tend to eat better than we do. They always have. With the U.S. diet, it's never been the best diet in the world for sure.
I
So,
think
did that come from your family?
No, absolutely not. I used to be athletic. I can eat whatever I want and no,
Okay.
it never affect my body. And Poland, at some point, big part of my life was under communist country. So we have food ration or whatever we grew, and there was no junk food. I didn't even know what is snack until I came to United States. And when I came to States and I used to live in Chicago and went to the Jewel, this is like grocery store. And I was blown away, like the alley of canned soup, TV dinners, potato chips, colorful bread, meatball in cans, and who on earth putting meatballs into the can? But, you know, right? But I
More
get
sausages in a can.
but I really get really fast caught up with this convenience of it. I didn't need to cook, like the
Yeah.
microwave, and but and I gain weight really quickly. The first
Yeah.
time in my life, but I didn't eat much more. It was just different quality of food.
Right.
And fast forward, my best friend was diagnosed with cancer,
Okay.
and it was stage 4, and there was no really chance for her. But I hate to be hopeless, so I did what I do best: research.
Good.
And I was learning history of Western medicine, alternative treatment, what is in our food, how the food is produced, and there was big eye opening for me. Although I didn't change my much for myself because it didn't affect me, right?
Right.
Until affected me when I have my own health issue. I was diagnosed with borderline for transfusion anemia due to uterine fibroids, which of course I ignore because I didn't have time to take care of it and I wasn't ready to get off my uterus, so I was keep going because it's not a death sentence.
Right.
Everyone knows someone with the uterine fibroids, right?
Right.
Yeah, so I ignored that too until my doctor, after one of my car accident, called me and told me that I have something on my spine and he wants me to go to the Cancer Institute.
Well,
And that moment, it's
that's scary.
really that really hit me. That
Yeah.
moment really hit me. Thank God it wasn't cancer, but it was enough to turn my life around and take care of myself. And doing all the research and learning from every sources, I find that most what align with my beliefs will be functional medicine and nutrition way,
Okay.
and I really stand for it.
So that blended well the certification in functional medicine with the nutrition that you were very very interested in. So, at what point did you decide? You know what? I can help other people. I mean, you know, Mariah says great analogy with the TV antenna. Mariah.
Thank you.
She's very funny.
Yes.
So tell me, at what point did you really want to become a coach and knew you kind of knew in your heart that you could impact other people's lives?
I think that moment when I realized that a lot of people suffer with no reason.
Hmm.
There is that we completely we don't know anything about our bodies. We don't know. We are just put in the system of taking pills and we'll never get better. And every time when you ask a doctor, they told you you will take it for the rest of your life. This is what it is. Another thing is, my best friend, when she died, her daughter, she didn't have her mom on her wedding. She never
Hmm.
knew her grandchildren, and I didn't want to happen to me. I didn't want to happen to everyone else because most people get used to think that everyone is around sick, everyone is tired, but this is not normal. This is just common,
Yeah.
and there is must be
False
different.
belief. Yeah, it's just false belief. Oh my God. So okay, so you decided that you were going to be a transformational coach. You got certified. You knew a lot about nutrition, and so you, excuse me, you put a program together. Did
Yeah,
you?
yes.
And what do you call that program?
Is the health transformation 12-week health transformation program
So it's a
when
12 weeks.
yes, it's a 12 weeks, and I'm not just telling people what to do. I
Okay.
explain them exactly why to do that. The same time we're learning all about, I'm teaching you all what is going on in your body, why is happening. So you will understand next time that you have a headache, you don't need to take ibuprofen. Maybe you are dehydrated, or maybe you ate something what you are not supposed to and you're sensitive to it. I'm teaching people to listen what their body is telling about their own health, and only that way they can take their power back, they can become the captain of their own health.
Right.
My goal is to don't see that client anymore. I want them bring me other people. I really want to empower them to be healthy and know what's going on.
And in your experience, 12 weeks is enough to do that, to get them to turn themselves around, to figure out, you help them figure out the cause of whatever their challenge is, and then help them through a nutritional program. Is that the way it goes?
It's 12 weeks is designed for 12 weeks because in 90 days you developing, big part of your new habits.
Okay.
For
Yeah.
12 weeks, I am guiding you all the way,
Yeah.
and then you on your own. I cannot promise you that I fix all your problem because you work all your life to the point you are right now.
Right. Right.
So you can, I'm not Western medicine doctor or neither I'm any doctor, but if someone telling you that can fix your problem over course of 2, 3 weeks is a lie. It's a journey. It's a journey to get sick and it's a journey to get healthy. So this is what it is. And I think we lost Lucy.
I think
Oh,
I think I disappeared. I don't. That's never happened. I don't know what happened. I just went to cough. I went to cough, and I just. I, anyway, Marcella says she loves your passion. I just want to take. Well, we have somebody who is late. Our Facebook user, dear Facebook user, go to StreamYard above this video or below and click on it and give StreamYard permission to use your name.
Lucy,
Could
I
be
think this is me on my challenge.
uh,
I don't know what I did, but a lot of people show up as me.
uh-huh.
And Mariah disappeared on me. She lost the power, so I don't know what I am doing.
but well, anyway, somebody loves your authenticity, Magda. That is for sure. You are a very authentic person. There's no fluff
Right.
about you, but there's no bluff or fluff about you for sure.
Definitely not.
So I want to take this a little bit further because you're so passionate about what you do. And I know I've heard you speak, and you are very well. You're very knowledgeable. You know, and I go to you in a minute. And so this is me, the Facebook user is Angelica Christie. Thank you, Angelica. So, so I want to talk about the situation with course creators, coaches like yourself, and entrepreneurs in general. One of the problems, or one of the challenges that most of us, in coaches, entrepreneurs have, is marketing ourselves. How do you market yourself? How have you marketed yourself so far?
Oh boy, that's a journey.
That's your journey.
3 year of journey since KBB to up until now. So, like all these courses promise you everything, and they
Yeah,
kind of give you the blueprint until you sit down and try to do that. That's
right.
open another can of worm because you don't know how to do this. When you sit down, there is technology change every day.
Yeah.
One day I just turn the Facebook looks that way, the other is absolutely different. So it's hard. All those courses missing something. There are some courses you think are great, and they probably great if you really have the skills to implement that.
Yes,
There are some
exactly.
courses when the coaches just care about the money, and I never create any course in my life. And I have been in the course when I really want to create like beautiful evergreen course for 3 to 6 months, and no one stopped me from doing that. So of course I fail. That was too big. You need to start from one thing, not immediately building imperium from nothing.
Yeah.
So there was a long journey, and I failed so many times. I just just couldn't deliver it. I am excellent, health coach and transformational coach, but definitely I'm not marketer. I
You
am
know?
very direct person, and I'm using the feature words, not the benefits word. And and this is how I'm signing up also for stuff. I'm looking for the technical stuff, what I get, not
Yeah,
exactly the promises. So that was missing, and that then I found the launch lab.
yeah.
I found the launch lab, and that was absolutely blow my mind, because my every answer, my every questions was answered, especially to the support what I was given.
So okay, so let me stop you for a minute. So you, just like me, I mean, when I started online, I was taking courses, hiring coaches, spent a lot of money, getting nowhere. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure these courses were good, but I just wasn't ready for them, so I totally get what you're saying. And in all fairness to coaches who wanted to coach me, I didn't feel like they wanted to even get to know me. They just wanted me to do what they wanted me to do. And, I wasn't ready to do what they wanted me to do. I certainly
Yes.
wasn't techie enough, and I didn't know what I was doing myself. But that, that was 3, 4 years ago. So absolutely. So I just want to say, okay, so at one point you decided to join the Launch Lab program. Now, you and I were, we knew one another by then. And as you know, the Launch Lab Academy is what my team and I have put together. And what we have done basically is follow in Dean's footsteps. You heard over and over again, we've all heard it, and I'm sure everybody who's on this audience is in the audience has heard it. Dean used to say, model less, just model less, don't reinvent the wheel. And that's what we did. But we did it on a smaller scale because we figured out very early that we needed help, and we needed help immediate. And so that's how that Launch Lab Academy came to be. And that was 3 years ago. And now, and then you came to us this year. And so tell us, what was the first thing that you experienced when you joined the program?
The outstanding.
That was different from any other program that you had joined.
The support, hand on hand support, one on one, and those multiple Q&As during the week, wherever I need something what was on my mind. I knew that I can, certain time of the day, I can jump in on the Zoom, and I will have my questions answered. Besides that, every homework which I turn in, it was checked. It wasn't ignored. It was
Yeah.
checked, and it was put the advices for me to correct. Even if I was so proud of myself for 5 minutes that that I did good job, Athena was, nope, this is not what we want. This is not that. I was like, damn, but she was right. She was right. So, you
Uh,
know,
I just want to say that Athena, for those of you who are listening, is one of our coaches. We call her the Clarity Queen. But okay, so the support is what you say. Support being the most important part for you, that you found that there was in the Q&As, daily Q&As, you had support. You could jump on the Q&A and just get a question answered, and it helped you to move on, right?
help me move on, and also the frameworks what was provided
Hmm.
helped me, because I have tendency to reinvent the wheel, and my mind can spin if it comes to my product in million direction. I don't finish it yet. I already want to improve it, so I need to be grounded
Yeah.
and just following patiently framework step by step
Right.
without questioning it. It was hard for me, but without the questioning, I finally deliver, and it's soon even better than I thought that it will be.
Oh, wow. So thank you, Kyra. Kyra is one of our members. Actually, Kyra is one of our founding members. She was with us with our first program, and she's still with us. And so she's launching after launch. So, yes, she says support plus the personal touch. She agrees with you. So, thank you, Kyra, for saying that. We're always happy to hear that we're doing a good job, because we're always looking to get better, also. for us, it's all about the client, and we're always looking to improve. And so thank you for that. Now, there were other components of the program too. What about the accountability program? Did that help you in any way? And the team
Oh,
leader
I
program?
think the first time I really met real accountability buddies, we become really close friends, and we're still meeting. We're still meeting every week, to support each other. And we really, not even technical support or support your program, but sometimes, it's hard to get out there, hard to cross our limited beliefs, hard
Yes,
to spot our self sabotaging.
yes.
So we are there all the way to support each other, to kick ourselves, if someone is slacking, to put back on the track. And accountability is, I somehow, I don't know who put us together in the group, is the best group ever.
Thank you. So, who is your accountability partner? Because there's so many of you. So,
Mm,
you've
I,
had a few,
of
right?
course, I have Mariah, I have Doreen, and Christia.
Okay, so that's the beauty of this, right? I mean, and I could ask Kyra and any of the founding members who are just they become little families, and they've built this relationship. And some of our founding members now are doing collaborative work together. They're doing summits together, and so that's the beauty of all. I think that's the beauty of a smaller program. Would you agree?
Absolutely. Smaller program, you meet people on more personal level.
Yeah,
The coaches know you better.
yeah,
They know your personality better, so they know how to adjust, the program and the advices. And in big ticket program, big, thousands of people, you are just a little drop in the big paddle,
yeah.
and no one see you, and you basically on your own.
Yeah, you basically, and that's why we created the Launch Lab Academy, because we saw that. I mean, Dean and Tony are wonderful mentors, but they're way up there. They're so who can remember the pain of I can't move today because I don't understand this techie stuff that they're talking about. And it freezes you, and it's like you can't move on. But and that's why the Q&As are so good. You jump on, you take care of that problem, then you move on. So the go ahead.
You get everything, because it's not just framework, it's how to operate Zoom, how to create stuff in Canva. And so it's everything sounds easy, right?
Yeah,
But when you sit and down, it's like, now what? How
yeah.
what part should I move? How to turn this off, how to turn it on, and how to create the link. This is, like I said, my
And
thing is
and
health.
how do I create my banner on Canva, and how do I do all that stuff.
Yes.
That's very interesting and very important. So, Kyra, thank you. So, Kyra said, "I just referred another person to this program. So awesome! Thank you very much, Kyra, because word of mouth is the best advertising for any business." So, actually, I want to talk about your most recent success here, because I want to really pat you on the back.
Thank you.
Okay, so could you tell us what happened here for you?
Yes. So last 3 years, and especially last couple years, I have something on my mind to create the challenge of something what is basically in functional medicine and nutrition's first tool, because
Hmm.
I really want to teach people from the beginning where's the problem, where they should start. And I just couldn't wrap my head around this. This was just an idea, and I tried this approach, another approach, and so finally I deliver, and it was exceed all my expectation. And and this is just because of you guys. You just put me on the framework, and it was intense because it was so much information to implement, create the presentation and everything. But I finally deliver, and I was so desperate. It's like, come on, I need to finally deliver. I need to show up. I need to, start that. And so I did it. And I'm not really the person who get it easy way, because most people start with a small
Right.
workshop. Only what is my mind, it was 3-day challenge, and it was challenging itself.
Yes.
I think it's turned out really great. It was amazing experience. I love it, and I will do this again with the heartbeat. I'm absolutely what
You
I
know,
work all the time, and I just follow my heart. I really truly love it, even it's required a lot of work.
well, you don't get anywhere, without work. Whenever anybody says that, it reminds me of Brendan Bouchard on the summit, the World Summit with Tony. He says, folks, he says, on the other side of the door called opportunity is the door called work. you know, and you just have to put in the work. I can't do it for you. I can't do it for you. Oh, I want you to talk a little bit about because I did that building camera conference. I just want to pat myself on the back a little bit
Oh yes.
because that was a bonus that was given in the past program. So how did that work for you?
Oh, this is the best program because I need to give a little bit of back of the story. When I
Yeah.
start in 2020 with KBB 2.0, the first, and I was like, I didn't know what it is. Didn't know what to do, but they told you need to go live. And I didn't have problem with the first live match, but then someone reached to me and told me that in English, we not pronounce that, and definitely that, oh, I'm sorry, that's my dog.
That's okay. We're live. We don't care.
And definitely that really killed my confidence. I didn't want to do any life in my anymore. And I am gardener, and I find that all the excuses to not to do it. I was literally taking caterpillars from one part of a garden, which I never do. I don't touch those things, and move to another part of the garden to just not do those lives. So I didn't like how I sound, I didn't like how I look. And you created this beautiful group, small group of people that was like container of, safe container so no one will see me and I can practice. So that was like that was a great thing to do, Lucy, because I know that a lot of people have the same problem.
Yes, and I totally have to give all thanks to my dear friend Kyra, who was with us at the beginning, because she happened. We were having a conversation one day, and she said, "We have to do lives. I don't know how to do lives," and I'm going, oh my God, we have to do that for them too. That's how that program was created, and I had no idea how I was going to do it, but I just did it. I thought, okay, they need it, we're doing it. Okay,
It's
so
not that easy. You need to know which way to turn camera on, horizontal, vertical, and so it's not just talking part.
no,
It's not just talking part.
absolutely, and the practice is the best after that also. So it's really interesting because as a market a coach, you do have to have the camera confidence, and
Yes.
I love it because in this next bonus we're doing we're taking that and taking it to the next level. So tell me, what's next for you now? So you have your 3-day challenge, you've got that really down pat. You can go do a 3-day challenge, next week if you wanted to, because you have all these steps. Yeah, and you have the confidence to do it. You have the accountability partners to help you out. What's next for you? What are you looking forward to
Oh,
after that?
I'm definitely looking forward. I join again with you guys when
Hmm.
this new improve program, which I am absolutely excited because finally I have someone who will automate stuff for me.
Yeah,
And
right,
not just teach me that, but also automate that so I don't need to worry about that. I don't like it. And I
yeah,
will not deny and try to convince myself this is things what I love to do. I don't. I know it's just necessary part of my life to market myself, to show up, and
right.
so people will know where to find me. And so I'm super excited to be the part of this, your new improve program because it will get a lot of headache from me and I can focus only on my improving my program and creating the new one, which I'm already planning to do. Next time will be about the sugar addiction and how the sugar affects us and how to get away from this addiction.
Right.
So now I'm just I have you guys and I'm full of ideas and I have can focus on it, not on the stuff which really don't those are not my things.
Right. So our next level is automation, and we're all prepared with the artificial intelligence, elements in the program. And so we're so excited about our next level and helping members like you who are ready. And yet we're still working with the other members who are, still doing their launches, and that's an ongoing thing. And we will always be there for everybody. No one is left behind.
This is
We
amazing what you just mentioned, that even with we finish our 9 weeks with the previous program,
thank you.
no one is left behind.
No one is left behind. Yeah.
There is still ongoing support until everyone deliver.
Exactly, exactly. That's one of our big purpose.
Yes.
So Frank Marco. Now, Frank, I met Frank also online. He's part of another excuse me, another program that I'm in. He's a KBB alumni also, and it has been a growing experience, hasn't it? It has for sure. But look at the circle of people we are involved with today. Absolutely. I mean, Shika is one of our clients, and Marco is part of Marco Frank is part of Shika's program that she launched in India in November 22, and I was proud to be able to attend. So that was a wonderful situation.
And
So
so and I think I met Franco in one of the group. I think in Debbie group. Yeah, so even internet world is small.
Yeah, absolutely. So Doreen says, I adore the whole team. Thank you, Doreen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Marcel is so true. I love so many KBB people, and they're still around. So are the Project Next people. There's so many of us that we can just reach out and help one another. And I just want to let you know that if you want to contact Magda, all right, you can certainly message her on Facebook. Here's her Facebook URL. And also, if you are interested in our next program, we are having in April, we're doing the marketing. Our next program is starting in May. But between then, we don't want to let people hang. We are going to start introducing you to the artificial intelligence that we are going to be working with. So we're doing an artificial intelligence webinar series. And if you want to join us there, there's the information below. You can also go to the WOW Club and get all that information and find that information there. And we would love to help you out no matter which way we can. So I want to, let me take care of this. Look at me. I have to pat myself on the back. I'm 77 years old. 3 years ago, all I knew how to do, or maybe 4 years ago, all I knew how to do is copy and paste. And here I'm navigating between all these things. It's like unbelievable. It's so much fun working with people. So tell me, Magda, is there something that I left out that you would like to mention?
No, I think you cover everything, but I always want to emphasize that, without your body, you are nobody, and you need to really take care of it because you cannot go and buy another one. And
That's
to
right.
all my fellow, friends and entrepreneur, if you are struggle with delivering something, which I struggled for so long, and sometimes I even want to give up, just, join us in the Launch Lab, and all you need to is show up, and you will be not left behind. If you
Absolutely.
show up, you will get there.
If you have the willingness to go for your dream, we're there to help you because your
Definitely.
success is our success. So thank you so much, Magda.
Yes, thank
Um,
you.
I've, I've, I've loved being on this journey with you. I always love that smile of yours. And so, and I want to congratulate you again for that 3-day launch. That was just outstanding. You, and I want to say, Frank Marco says 77 is still kicking ass. That's for sure.
This is very inspiring. Definitely.
Well, it's just a number. So, Jessica, I had a lot of challenges during Launch Lab, but I felt very connected and supportive. And Jessica, you're still with us, so anytime you get, the Q&As are still there for you. So no one's left behind for sure. So she does have the most beautiful smile and passion.
Oh,
Magda,
thank you.
okay, do you have? Oh, you know what I'd like to ask you. We do have some of our members that are in the WOW Club that didn't uh, join the launch lab for whatever reason. They weren't ready. Life happens to them. Do you have a special word or a piece of advice for them? Because they want to be entrepreneurs, they want to be coaches, they want to be course creators, but they got stuck somewhere. I mean, a piece of advice from someone who's been through the program, who's done the struggles.
I have the bigger words like, don't get to the finish line with the regrets.
Hmm.
Do whatever it takes to, to deliver, because then you will be regretting on the last day of your life that you didn't do something. And doesn't
Exactly.
matter how old are you. And the one thing what stick from Dean for me the most, there will be haters, there will be people who laugh at you, but they don't build the statue of critics.
That's right.
Do do no matter what. If your heart is there, you find the way to do it. I did
Thank.
it. No one believed in me.
Yeah, and look at you shining today. That smile of yours is so. Oh, we all love you so much. Listen, thank you, thank you, thank you, Frank. I love it. So we're happy for your success. Magda, thank you for being here. I know how important your time is, and so thank you for allowing me to be on this journey with you. Really.
Same here, and there was be honor to be here. Thank you so much, and thank you everyone who is watching.
Okay, so I just want to thank you, Magda, one more time, and I want to thank all of the audience for being here. We always have such an inspiring uh, series on Thursday, and we have awesome people like Magda. So do join us, and then if you're interested, also in the artificial webinar series that we're starting next Thursday. But oh, by the way, next Thursday I won't be doing an interview because we're going to do the special series here. And so that's what's going to be at the same time. And so we'll see you then. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Namaste.
Thank
Bye
you.
for now. Mhm.